We're going to tell you right away. Throw away any preconceived notions you may have of how huge animals can really be. Go big or go home. That's the criteria we've chosen for our picks this fine day. So sit back, relax, enjoy your meal, and stick around to the end because today we're going to be talking about 30 of the most gargantuan animals in the entire world. Let's just jump into it. Starting off, take a look at this absolute unit. This incredible croc, who went by the name Gustav, was 20 feet long and weighed a whopping 2,000 pounds. But it wasn't really a harmless chonky boy, according to rumors. Our massive friend here killed over 300 people during his lifetime. Apparently, once it got a hold of someone or something, it would simply not let go. We have to say, if we ever came across something this huge, we'd simply say, "See you later, alligator," and run away as quickly as possible. And now say hi to this big boy. This doggo, nicknamed Giant George, is the tallest dog of all time. It's around 3 feet 7 inches tall and weighs around 250 pounds. Did you know that he's the size of 4 German Shepherds or 11 Beagles? And that's not it. It's almost 100 pounds bigger than other dogs of his breed. Jesus, George. Roosters aren't generally the biggest and most menacing creatures on the planet, but once you've seen this one, you'll definitely change your mind. This enormous 30-inch, 10-pound Brahma rooster actually walks around like the neighborhood general. And can you blame him? And now take a look at this abnormally large cat who goes by Samson. He weighs around 28 pounds and is over 4 feet long. He towers over literally every single one of his cat friends, and like dogs, he loves to play catch. Of course, to feed his appetite and maintain his physique, he eats around 6 cans of cat food per day. And this tremendously big duck is also called Samson. So if your pet manages to grow to an unbelievable size, you know what to name him. Next up, we have one of the biggest gorillas on the entire planet. This absolutely humongous creature weighs over 860 pounds and is the largest living ape in captivity. In our opinion, it should be set free and allowed to roam in some beautiful jungle. Did you ever think that a bat could be as big as a human? Probably not, and we're here to prove you wrong. This bat, aptly called the Megabat, has a wingspan of over 5.5 feet and weighs about 3 pounds. Yikes! And now let's look at an incredibly colossal bull all the way from the South Asian country, Pakistan. This monstrous creature is so huge that it actually looks kinda fake. Bullfighters sure are lucky they don't have to go against this one, eh? Next, allow us to introduce you to Darius, a 4-foot-tall rabbit that genuinely looks like a kangaroo. Despite his abnormal size, he's actually a super sweet creature who loves spending time with his owner. And we have to say, he's extremely adorable. We'd love to be able to pet it someday. And now let's talk about Jake. And no, not the obnoxious YouTuber who has now decided to infiltrate the world of boxing. We're referring to Big Jake, the tallest horse ever. This beautiful creature was about 6 feet, 4 inches tall, and weighed over 2,600 pounds. Guinness Book of World Records called it the tallest living horse back in 2010, and the animal held this record for the rest of his life. And this right here is the world's tallest donkey. This fella called Oklahoma Sam is around 5 feet 1 inches tall and is around 8 hands bigger than the common donkey. But it hasn't let its size get to its head. It's still super friendly with other animals and enjoys nothing more than playfully chasing them around. Yeah, we know how almost all elephants are gigantic, but this one is so extraordinarily huge that it's actually unbelievable. Its tusks alone are almost as long as your average giraffe. Remember when they used to ride elephants? Imagine you had something like this on your side. And now say hello to our friend, Odin. This legendary liger gained popularity for being the biggest cat on the planet, and we have to say, it's really quite magnificent. This 900-pound, 11 feet tall creature obviously looks super frightening, but once you spend some time with it, you'll realize it's actually quite friendly and receptive to affection. Going to the beach can be a relaxing, fun, and refreshing activity. It can give you a break from your monotonous life and recharge you to face whatever challenge awaits you. But sometimes some absolutely massive creature will wash up on the shore and ruin the place for a few weeks. Around 5 years ago, a 50-foot-long beast appeared on the Indonesian shore, and locals were absolutely terrified. At first, it was assumed that this was the carcass of the infamous giant squid, but soon it was discovered that this was a supermassive dead whale. And now take a look at this enormous vulture, and no folks, it's not flightless. This almost 7 feet tall bird can actually fly. Imagine taking a stroll and catching this dragon-esque figure soaring through the sky. Yeah, we know, catfish is an adorable name for an animal, but like they say, never judge a book by its cover, or you might get catfished. If you bother them by accidentally stepping on them, they will not hesitate to sting you, and some of them are really big. This one, for instance, is about 8 feet long and tipped the scale at around 600 pounds. Jeez, imagine catching that on your fishing trip. And if you thought that was big, have a look at this enormous 16-foot, 661-pound stingray. Whoa! This beast was caught by a fisherman in Cambodia, but soon it was rescued by wildlife preservation and released back into the water. Next, let us show you the biggest and most marvelous hippo ever captured on camera. You have to admit, this lazy fella is kinda cute. Fun fact, did you know that these beasts can weigh up to around 1,900 kilograms and run at speeds of over 18 miles per hour? Incredible, right? Now that Urza Miller is pretty much gone, we should cast one of them as the Flash, right? And this right here is a bone-chilling, humongous anaconda found in the fascinating Amazon River. Snakes are already scary enough. Do they have to be this big? These creatures are called green anacondas, and they're native to the northern regions of South America. They can grow up to 30 feet long, and because they're not venomous, they murder their prey by striking quickly, throwing coils around it, and squeezing it to death. We talked about one gigantic dog before. Now let's introduce you to another one. Meet the perfectly named Hulk, a massive 175-pound pit bull who is about as vicious as a butterfly. He's sweet, cute, likes to play around with pretty much anyone, and is just the goodest boy in town. Sorry, Mark Ruffalo, but there's only room for one Incredible Hulk in the entire world, and we choose this one. Weighing a staggering 692 pounds, this awesome goat is one of the biggest and most beautiful creatures in town. Again, sorry LeBron James if we picked the one goat. We'd go with this one. Just look at it. It's gorgeous. And while we're talking about cattle, take a look at this mammoth of a sheep. Next up, we have fascinating footage of one of the largest bears to ever exist. Goldilocks sure is lucky she didn't wander into this one's house, alright? And now let's show an absolutely gigantic 1,300-pound pig. Whoa! This right here is the real-life fantastic Mr. Fox. Weighing at approximately 26 pounds, this one is one of the largest and heaviest foxes on the planet. If you have a phobia of spiders, perhaps you should look away from your screen for a bit. This magnificent creature is the spider crab, which is a species of crab that lives in the waters around the great country of Japan. They have 10 legs that span up to 12 feet from claw to claw. But despite their impressive length, these legs are quite weak and can get torn apart easily by predators and fishermen. And now take a look at this huge kangaroo that looks like it's been spending a bit too much time at the gym. Man, that buck is really quite ripped. Next on the list is this unbelievably giant turtle. While many believe that this footage has been manipulated in some way, there's no denying that the creature is definitely quite big. It seems to be approximately 8 to 10 feet long, and honestly, for a turtle, that's massive. Ostriches are the biggest birds in the world in both size and weight. These behemoth birds can grow up to 9 feet tall and weigh an incredible 290 pounds. And while they have a wingspan of around 7 feet, they still can't fly. Instead, during their 43-mile-per-hour runs, they spread out their wings and use them for rapid braking and steering. Yeah, kinda like a ship. And this delightful creature you see on the screen right now is Lurch, an African Watusi steer that became a worldwide celebrity. As you can probably guess from just looking at it, it's the Guinness record holder for the largest circumference of horns for any animal on planet Earth. So while it achieved fame and success, its life wasn't exactly easy. Imagine having to navigate through a forest with horns this big. It must have been really inconvenient. Still, from 1995 to 2010, Lurch lived his best life, and we're very, very happy for him. Alright, which of these humongous animals would you like to meet? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and we'll see you in the next one.